What's good, people? It's about that time to randomly relate, reverse rants, no hate. So check this out. Somebody in the family asked me, what did I think about Casimero versus Rigondeaux? Now, I haven't seen either one of them fight for a minute, right? And I didn't really know how to judge that fight. So, as far as picking a winner, I really just didn't. It was, I don't know. And I sat there the other day and I watched the fight, man, and I had mixed reactions. I was laughing, and then I was laughing really hard. And so, excuse me, it just got my attention that, oh, okay, I forgot that they fought. Like really, I remembered like them being paired up, and I forgot that they fought. So when the person asked me, I thought they was asking me like who I think is gonna win. And then like, oh wait, they did fight already. So when I finally watched the fight, right? Let me just say this. I'm gonna give you my honest opinion about the fight in both fighters. Okay. Rigondeaux looked so disappointed when they gave that decision. Had his arms up and immediately and like stormed away like he just couldn't believe it. Let me just tell you something about that fight. When I watched the fight, and I hear people saying that a person that uses lateral movement, boxing angles, you know what I'm saying, and not standing directly in front of you when they're not ready to fight, they call that running, which I don't agree with at all. Okay, if a person is running, in my opinion, I'll say, yeah, that's running. Boxing, I know the difference between boxing and running. Okay, people got different styles. I know what running is. Rigondeaux and Casimero, this was one of the most boring fights I've ever seen in my life, man. Casimero was doing nothing on the outside. When he was able to get in, he was trying to throw shots to the body and trying to load up on shots. Um, I watched Rigondeaux and I said, I clearly see what he's doing in this fight. He's practicing social distance. That's what he was doing. He was really trying to stay away from him. He just didn't, like, no. We don't have a mask on. We shouldn't be that close to each other, okay? Let's practice social distancing. So I'm going to get on my bicycle and I'm going to move. Stay away from me. Keep your distance. I'm like, he's taking his social distancing too far. You know, like, come on. Like, well, really? But that's what he was doing. Y'all, this fight was crazy, boring. Um, Rigondeaux was countering here and there. He threw a counter shot, land something. He was barely doing anything. The best shot he landed was at the end of the round when Casimero was standing with his arms up and Rigondeaux just threw a little sneak punching at him. That was like, yeah, okay, that's the best shot he landed. He landed a couple of, counters, like counter leads. Look, part of me wish I never even watched the fight, but it was a good laugh. And it's sad that it was a good laugh. But at the same time, I lose nothing. And I'm not sitting here walking around and playing this pity party for boxing and for boxers, okay? People involved know what their job is. Do your damn job. Simple. This is not a fight I would even recommend to anybody to just watch. Like, in all honesty, I mean, that's up to you. I'm not going to tell you don't watch it. That's up to you. I'm just saying this is not a fight that I see getting heavy replay value unless people just feel like laughing. I mean, they were barely throwing anything. Just moving. Like, where's the action? What's going on? Casimero don't know how to cut a ring off. Rigondeaux made it difficult for anybody to cut a ring off because he just was running. He was not trying to fight. When he did throw a shot, one shot at a time, just fainting and moving and no actual action. And I'm sitting here like, man, I think I'd have pulled a Teddy Atlas. If any one of them, especially Rigondeaux, if I was in his corner, he'd have came back to the corner, I wouldn't even been there. He'd have been looking for me. I'd just been in the crowd, just looking up, like shaking my head, like, bro. And I just gave him that look, like, what are you doing? I'd have had a mask in there, like, okay, here go your mask. Now stay closer so you can get some shots off. Nah, all honesty, I can't even take this fight serious. So now that I actually sat and watched that fight, I just felt like, what the hell did I just watch? So I said, you know what, let me speak about this briefly. Yeah. Yeah. For you to not throw punches and just constantly move, just run. This is not even boxing at this point. For you to do that and then act upset at the end of the fight, I'm saying, what did you think you was landing? I mean, it was one of those fights where I don't care how skilled you are, I don't care about the respect because you had a good career. I don't give a damn about that. I'm looking at what happened that night in that ring, and I'm saying, as a fan, for you to sit there and watch this and not really feel like this fight should not be going this way. But that's what they came up with. The style clash was trash. The style clash just nothing was explosive. And Casimero was only letting his hands go once he got in. He wasn't working his way in, trap my man, and then catch him and using smart boxing, just get in and just try to load up on shots when he could get in, and that was it. No activity otherwise. It was just a boring fight. I don't know. Listen, this is a fight, honestly. If everybody would have got up and just walked out the arena like, man, this is some bullshit, I would have actually understood, like, yeah, seriously, they paid money to watch nothing. To watch nothing. And even though Casimero got the win, I mean, does his stock go up because of that fight? I mean, people will say, well, Rigondeaux didn't want to fight. True. But you got to look at Casimero as well, because he didn't show any cleverness, anything tactical, in his approach. He didn't change anything. It was just the same fight all the way through, and it was just a very trash fight. So yeah, to the person that asked me what did I think about the fight, I get you now. Yeah, I wish I didn't even see that fight, in all honesty, but it was just like, hey man, it is what it is. Ain't gonna lose no sleep over it. You know what I'm saying? And on another note, before I end this, let me just say, see, I did a video talking about, I asked, can Wilder and Fury redirect interest in their fight? See, this is the type of circus thing that's going on. I just saw today a video where Tyson Fury, now I don't know, did he pose for this picture or is this an old picture? I don't know. But right now, there's a video of him standing there like this with his big fat gut, all this flab hanging up, looking like the Michelin Man, right? Hasn't started training yet. For the third fight with Wilder, then all this stuff about his father saying this and that, and he's saying that Tyson's not mentally ready and all. This is exactly what I'm saying about the circus act and this shit show of a build-up for a fight. If you are building up towards a fight with a nonchalant, I don't really give a fuck, I don't have to train mentality, if that's what the case is, because now I'm hearing some shit about Tyson Fury possibly, him allegedly saying his daughter is not 100%. And if she's not 100% by such and such time or whatever, then there's no fight. The last thing I heard was that Tyson Fury supposedly said, my daughter's 100% now. Now I knocked this Dasa out. Just to turn around and hear something different. And this is why I have zero interest in watching that fight as well. As long as, now we're already seen this shit twice already. And with all the allegations and excuses, this is what I'm saying. Why do people feel the need to do this shit? And what I'm saying for Fury, if this is a recent picture and he stood there posing for this picture, he doesn't know. We already know he never has a chiseled looking body. We already know that. He had that funny, weird build. But regardless, he looks terrible. That picture, he looks like he just came from a hamburger eating contest. And he doesn't realize, because if you stand there posing for a picture and this is now, and you're supposed to be training for a fight with Deontay Wilder, what are you saying? Do you have a lack of enthusiasm? And this is what I'm talking about. People still don't get it. If I'm promoting something, I'm going to depend on me to do my best. So what I'm putting out there, what I'm promoting, I'm putting my stamp on it. People can see my hustle. They see that, yo, he's dedicated to what he's doing. Hey, people are not listen, people are spending money on you to watch you fight. People are not happy with someone doing nonchalant shit. But when you have a fan base that no matter what you do, you can do no wrong. See, that's who they cater to. And that's what gives them this false confidence that think that they just gonna sell a fight because of their names. This fight gonna sell itself. They ain't gotta do no promotions. See how that went last time. So now here we go. What is it now? Almost, it's August. Late August, almost September. If your fight is in November and you haven't started training yet, we know that he said he wanted to come in like 300 pounds. I didn't forget that. But the kind of weight, the way he looks, it looks terrible. This doesn't look like I put weight on for the fight 300 pounds. This looks like I'm out of shape 300 pounds. And he's 6'9". So it shouldn't be hard for Tyson Fury to put weight on. But the way that he looks right now, if that's the case, people, why would anybody be interested in this fight? And the smart thing that Wilder is doing is he keeping his mouth shut. Finally. At least as far as I know. Because just like I say that, I might go online and all of a sudden, oh, Wilder says blah, blah, blah. Nobody wants to hear he said, she said, yo, 2 years ago what he did to me, oh, I got new proof that nobody cares. And this is what they use as a marketing tool to promote a fight. A bunch of grown men bitching and whining like some sissies over nothing. All you need to be focused on is the here and now, what we get ready to do. Not the past. Not the past. I always say this. If you got a man or woman in your life, let them sit down right now and talk to you about somebody from their past and see if you don't, hey, hold up. Why are you talking to me about this guy? Huh? Why are you talking to me about this woman? What, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to hear that shit. Fuck you thinking about him for? He's still on your mind? Because this is exactly what I'm saying. They're showing you that they're still affected by something that was said or done to them by this person. Same thing. 2021, bro. August, like I said, almost September, and we still sitting there, oh man, they're trying to cheat, and this, that. We don't need that. So for all the people that keep talking about, yeah, Wilder need to say no, Wilder don't need to say nothing. Because when he should have said something, he didn't say anything. And to just talk shit now because it's like, well, Fury's looking like it's iffy if he's even ready for this third fight to ever happen. Oh, now Wilder's talking shit because he know Fury ain't ready. That's exactly what it would look like. And in all honesty, what else do you need to say? What do you need to say? If Wilder's gonna say anything, it should say, maybe say something like this. Fury, when you gonna be ready for this ass whooping? Now, hopefully your daughter's fine and that she'll always be fine. And I wouldn't wish that on nobody, that their child suffer. But after your daughter is ready, make sure you get ready, because I'm going to whoop that ass. I owe you one. All right? Don't squirm out of this. If you don't want to fight, just be a man about it and say, hey, I don't want to fight. Then I can move on and go fight somebody else. But if you want to hide behind problems and pretend that you know, like something is different than what it actually is, like I said, hope your daughter gets a full 100% recovery. But me and you, we got business. And all I want to know is that you want this ass whooping or not. Don't waste my time. If you want to weasel out and you scared to fight me in the third fight, then I can go fight somebody else. But if not, get your ass ready, because I'm going to beat this shit out you. Simple. How about something like that? Simple. Simple. And I'm only saying that based on picturing if I was in that position of simple. I want to whoop that ass, so let's get it on. And if you don't want the fight, just be honest and say it, so I ain't have to be waiting for you. I can move on. And that's the only thing he need to say. Not sitting up here talking about what the fuck happened back then and this, that, and yada, yada. We keep hearing that. So, if this picture of Fury is real, and if this situation is real, because his father, the weird thing about it is, between the two of them, his father talks more than he does. And he's always talking so confident about what Fury's going to do to Wilder, and Fury's this and Fury's that, and what he'll do to AJ and this guy and that guy. But then when something goes wrong, he has an attitude when somebody questions him about what's going on with Fury, like you don't have the right to want to know, right? Now, I don't personally care on a personal note, but if somebody's interviewing you, yeah, they're going to ask those questions. And it's always like some indirect bullshit answer to like just shy away from what the real, focus is. So I don't know. And if Fury hasn't started training yet, and let's just say if his daughter's still going through things and he's not mentally right, then look, if you got to cancel a fight, just cancel the damn fight. But if you're going to go through with this shit and you're not going to train the way you're supposed to, nobody wants to hear no pity party at the end about I was going through things, I was this and that, because you don't have to go through with this and you can postpone it. And guess what? No matter how much people can't hate you no more than they already do. So at the end of the day, I never know what to believe when I hear anything about these fighters. But what I'm saying overall is it's always the type of thing where he's been showing no enthusiasm at all. When Wilder was quiet, he was just quiet. He finally spoke and just repeated what we already heard already. But he was quiet. When he started talking, he wouldn't shut up. And it's the same thing. Kept talking about the past, the past, the past. Fury wasn't at that point. And he still's not. The problem with Fury is when he's going through whatever, the mental health issues he was talking about before, and gaining weight and all, it's like you never know what state of mind he's in. So do you feel comfortable, like confident that the fight's going to actually happen? No, you just feel like you don't know what to think. But I tell you what, if you're not enthused, if you're not interested, and you don't see your training, remember all this health kick he was on? Remember that? All this new lease in life? Oh, he's so dedicated to training. And so what's going on? Well, all of a sudden now, every time something happens, boom, he's distracted. He can't train like he's supposed to. So I don't know if it's true or not. I'm going to look into it more. And if it's something noteworthy of speaking about, then I will. But listen, Rigondeaux and Casimero, look, y'all, don't be so hard on Rigondeaux. Rigondeaux was just practicing social distancing. He was trying to be a good moderator to people. He was trying to be an example and let you know you have to keep your distance, okay? COVID is real. You can't be all up in people's faces. And he was just trying to keep Casimero safe from getting sick. That's what he was doing. That would actually make more sense than what his strategy was, wouldn't it? Because I watched that fight and I just started laughing. I said, man, this is crazy. Round after round after round, what is he doing? And Rigondeaux is a respected fighter. So is Casimero. But nah, this one you got to put up in the stinker section. Not a good fight. Don't see this one getting, good replay value, like I said, unless people just want to actually clown and laugh at it, or want to make sure that, like, okay, I just want to make sure that I'm not high, I'm not drunk, and I don't do either. So I man, this is real what I just saw. Okay, not a good fight. Don't need a rematch with that. And whether Fury versus Wilder gets canceled or postponed again, pushed back, yet to be seen. But again, they're not promoting this fight at all. And the way that the fight is being spoken about is just more the same thing. And I just feel like people are not going to be interested in this fight the same way for the same reasons. Never fall in love with lies. Remember, the truth brings hate out of people, and I will catch y'all on the next video.